Karine Jean-Pierre, Joe Biden's press secretary, gave her last press briefing today. And of course, Peter Doocy from Fox News had to remind us not only the idiot he is, who he is as a person, but also how annoying he's been over the years that he's been asking Karine questions and Jen Psaki questions. Uh, Also, a reminder of how annoying the next 4 years are going to be with Fox News getting all of the questions.
Hi.
Thank you, Karine. If I don't see you again,
First off, she just laughs at him right away. You know, he's a clown.
in the briefing, thank you for always. You could have stopped taking the hard questions years ago, and you didn't. So we appreciate that.
Over 2 years, my friend. This is let's say one last dance, right? I don't know how I'm gonna fill my dance.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this guy, I don't know where he's from, but these are like, the mainstream outlets sitting in the front here. And you can tell that this guy just thinks he's a complete tool. Come on.
Hard now. How will I fill that void without you?
You tell me. You tell me. So
Start some rumors in here, I guess.
He's getting red too. Look at him.
So a week from now, it's all over.
Yes.
Between next Monday and 2028,
2028.
who's the leader of the Democratic
Oh
Party?
my goodness! Wow. That is honestly, that is for people much smarter than I to make that assessment, that decision. Obviously, voters will decide. That is not something for me to decide. I could say right now, in this moment, in this room, as I'm looking at the clock as it's counting down, because we have to leave shortly, you have the President Joe Biden, who is obviously the president and the leader of the Democratic Party. I do not have I cannot predict the future, so that is not something that I'm going to do from here.
So, no leader of the party.
That's not what I said.
Well, it's not President Biden, and it's
My
not
gosh,
Vice President.
I'm regretting this right now.
Yeah, we're all regretting this, Karine. We're all regretting having to put up with the deuce. Look, I'm pretty sure her specific words were, President Biden is the leader of the Democratic Party. And what does he do in Fox News? Just delusional right-wing Republican, that mindset. So you're saying there is no leader? Karine says, President Biden is the leader of the Democratic Party. So you're saying there is no one? See what I did there? See how smart I am? See, Karine, these are the hard questions. You could have stopped answering these questions a long time ago, but you didn't. That's what we wanted you to do. We wanted you to kick us out, but you didn't. Instead, I'm still here asking incredibly stupid questions. And then you answer them, and I'm just going to rewrite the way you answered it. Oh, Fox News has done so much damage to our country. It is insane. They've given us Donald Trump, the cult leader. See, he wants to know who's the leader. Who is it? Who's your cult leader? Dude, we're not in a cult, man. We're not in a cult. The Democratic Party stands for all Americans, right? White, black, brown, Christian, Jewish, atheist, whatever. You name it. You're an American. We want to help the whole pie. Republicans stand for that little sliver of the billionaires and the corporations. And so, of course, they have a cult leader who just distracts all the minions, all the uninformed, racist Republicans and greedy, selfish Republicans. And see, they think this way, right? They think that everybody's in a cult. So because it allows them to justify them being in the cult. Who's your leader? Who's your cult leader? We've got Donald Trump. Who do you got? Dude, We're not in a cult.
It's nobody.
That's not what I said. I said that I am. You asked me about what's the 2028 is going to look like between now and 2028. I can't, or post obviously this president's tenure. That's not for me to decide. That's not for me to speak to. I could only speak about the here and now, and that's why I appreciate this job and what I'm doing right now.
And President Biden says that he's not going to be out of sight, out of mind. But isn't that what voters basically said that they wanted? Is him gone?
So, look, this is a president that has served more than 50 years, who has given all of himself, if you will, right, as a public servant, whether as a senator, as a local elected official, as a vice president, and now as president. I think anybody who has served that long and does it from their heart and soul, because they believe this country deserves so much more. They believe that the American people deserve more, and has worked day in and day out, and certainly as president in the last 4 years, I think deserves some respect. I think he deserves some respect. And so I'll leave it there. Go ahead, Karine.
One quick one on the fires. Obviously, 24 people.
Did you see that look? Did you see that look? Put some goddamn respect on this man's name. Don't the voters want him gone? I mean, we've been lying to them for years. We've been lying about the economy. We've been lying about immigrants. We've been lying about trans rights. We've been lying about schools and what they're teaching kids. We've been lying and creating the stupidest voters that we can. And they want him gone. What do you think about that? Oh, it's so gross. Aren't they so disgusting? Oh. So, of course, Karine shoots him that look like, motherfucker, dude. You're an embarrassment, Peter. That's what that look was. Like, shut the fuck up, man. You're a clown. You're a clown. And so this shit is going to be like this, right, for 4 years. Donald Trump just gave a press conference in which he gave Peter Doocy every question. Peter Doocy asked him, it was basically like a one-on-one interview, and there's reporters, dozens of reporters in the room, and Peter Doocy just asked all the questions. And so just watch how Peter Doocy manages to just flip all of the hard questions for Karine over the past 4 years into the softest buttered bread questions for his cult leader, his master, Donald Trump. Just watch him do this over the next 4 years. Watch his change of tone. Because they got what they wanted. They got their little puppet. The Murdochs, the Fox News fascists, they got their puppet. They're going to get their tax cuts. And so it's going to be a whole different tune from 2024, 2024 to 2028, while the Democrats search for our cult leader, according to the Deuce. But I will end on this. I'll say, Karine and Jen Psaki, thank you for putting up with this asshole, putting up with the uninformed voters, putting up with the right-wing conspiracy theories and disinformation and misinformation, and trying to spread the truth, to Americans over the past 4 years. I think you guys will go down as some of the best who have ever done it. So, Karine, I'm really looking forward to seeing where you end up. And, when it comes to the Deuce, we all get to rest our heads at night knowing that we're trying to do good for America, while he has to go to bed knowing that he's simply just trying to tear us apart.